Welcome back to Heat of the Drum. My name is Steve. Today we are doing smoked beef rolls, and man, these are going to be good. First thing we got to do, though, is get our veggies in this cast iron skillet and get them softened up a little bit. Let me show you what I got. So to our cast iron pan, I'm just going to add a couple teaspoons of some vegetable oil. To that, I'm going to add 1 medium onion diced, yellow onion. 1 red bell pepper. 3 Serrano Peppers. I'll mix that up a little bit. I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of salt here. Oh yeah, now we're getting some sizzle action going. All this continues to cook down some. Let's talk rub. What you're going to need is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 4 teaspoons of coarse ground pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground oregano, 2 teaspoons of minced onion, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic. I have all that right here. Let's get her mixed up. When you're done, it's going to look like that. There's the rub. This is looking really good. The onions are starting to get translucent. I'm going to give this probably 2 more minutes, and then we'll take it off. This looks really good. Let's get it off. Veggies are done. Let me get that turned off and get this into the bowl. Let that start cooling down a little bit for us. We'll set that over here to start cooling down for us. What I have here is a 1 3/4 pound flank steak, and I have 2 of these. One I've already prepped. It's over here off to the side, and this one here I saved so I can show you guys the technique on how to do this. It's not difficult. It is a little time consuming. You got to take your time with it, but it's easy. You can do it. Let me show you how. So you can see the grain runs this way, and the other thing I'm going to do is we're a little thin here right on this edge, so I'm just going to square this off just a little bit. Just get rid of that little thin sliver. Same thing on this side. Just going to square this off a little bit, just like that. And now what we're going to do is come in here from the side. And we're going to get in here and we're going to butterfly this thing. And I'm going to take my knife and go right through just like this and work my way slowly over until this folds open and we butterfly it. Now you could use a fillet knife, whatever knife you got. I just recently got this knife, so I'm kind of putting it through the paces and seeing what I can do with it. That's why I'm using this knife. But just use a good sharp knife. So what I'm going to do is just come in here and try to keep my knife flat as I can and just slowly start working through. And you'll eventually be able to start opening this up. And then you just keep working your way across. And the trick is just to go slow. And eventually, it'll roll out like that. If you have a little hole that you might have got along the way where the meat ripped apart, don't worry about it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some Saran Wrap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and grab that and flip it over, just like that. I want to come in here with my meat hammer and then just try to even things out a little bit more. You're not trying to go too crazy with it. And you'll end up with a piece that looks like that. All right, now the fun's going to begin. So what I got here is 1 block of cream cheese, and I need half of it. So I'm going to use half for this one and half for the other one. And I've been letting this sit out and get softened. A little cool out today, so it probably started hardening back up. But we're going to just get that out on there. And work on getting that spread around. We'll just do our best to get it spread out. Like I said, it did a little cool out here today, so it did kind of stiffen back up, but we'll get her. And it'll eventually look like this. Trying to keep it in from the ends, about 1 inch, roughly. Now what I want to do now is come in here with our rub and give this a little bit of seasoning right on top of that. That's good. Don't forget all them veggies. That looks good. And what I have here is 8 ounces of Gouda cheese. And get that on there. Probably not going to use all of it. But pretty close. I shredded that myself too. Now let's get our roll on. I'm going to grab this end here. And you're going to have to smash her down. Smash and roll. And just work your way to the other side. You end up like that. So I end up putting 4 strings on this one. Just like that. Now all we gotta do is put our rub on. So what I got here is just a little bit of vegetable oil, and I'm just gonna kind of get this on here to give that rub something to kind of stick to right there. Not gonna go crazy with it. I'm just gonna get it on there and just kind of wet that up. And then we'll start seasoning. Looking real nice. This is a nice coarse rub that's good on beef. Looking real good right there. Now I'm experimenting tonight, so we got 1 beef roll here. But what I did is I made individual beef rolls earlier out of the first one that I made. And I did it the exact same way. The only thing I did different was I just chopped it right in half. So let's get those seasoned up. Come in here with a little oil, just like I just did that one. Do the same to this one. Then come in and hit them with the rub. A little windy out here today. There we go. And I'm going to finish off the rub just like this on all these. Because I want some flavor. I'm just going to bring it in here and sit it on this rack. Just like that. And just like that. Beef rolls are prepped. Woo-wee, these are looking good. These are going to go hang out in the fridge while I work on getting this drum fired up. And we're going to use some Cowboy Oak and Hickory Blend lump mixed with some Kingsford. And I'm going to add in some hickory. And we'll get that staged around. My favorite part of the day. We got the drum smoker up to temp. These been hanging out in the fridge the whole time. Look at those. Man, those look good. Let's get them on. I am going to put these 2 cut ends close together, just like that. And then we'll put this big guy right here next to it. Just got the meat on. Let's talk drum smoker temp. We're looking for 275, give or take, right around that range. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this go for about 35 minutes, and then I'm going to get in there and rotate those. But real quick, if you like what I'm doing here at Heat of the Drum, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That'll help out the channel and help me keep bringing these videos to you guys. Till then, I'll see you in about 35 minutes. It's been 35 minutes. Let's get a temp and get this thing rotated. Things are looking really good. Let's get a quick temp here. We're at 97 on the big guy. Imagine these would be a little higher. 107, so we're about 10 degrees higher on those, which is good. Let's get this rotated. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my other temp probe and get in here. I'm going to get into this big guy right here. Just like that. All right, we got the probe in now. We can start monitoring this thing. I'm looking for about 135. That's what I'm after. Now, if you guys want any of these ThermoPro products, check out my description because I still have that 20% discount code, Heat of the Drum 20, and that'll get you 20% off. So check that out if you're interested. But we're going to let this thing just cruise along now. Once it hits 135, we're going to be taking a look at it and more than likely taking it off. I'll see you then. Just hit 135 on our beef rolls. Let's get them off. Oh man, look at those. These are coming off. Let's get our thermometer out of there. Look at these. Wife is gonna love these. Oh man. I think I'm just going to get in here and grab this bad dude. Oh man, look at this thing. These look amazing. And the only thing I'm going to do is tent it. That cheese and everything that's in these is molten right now. I mean, it is hot. You got to let it rest. So I'm going to give it 10 minutes and then we'll get a look at these. It's been 10 minutes. Let's get a look. Oh man, look at that. Let's cut this thing open. Look at that. And we got a lot of flavor going on right there, my friends. Look at that. Woo-wee. Look how hot that is. It's messy with the cheese and the peppers. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. The flavor is really good. You're going to like it. Remember, you can do this too until I see you next time on Heat of the Drum.